Men? I didn't see you there. I'm just kidding. I hit record. So as 2023 is coming to an end, I thought it'd be a kind of fun idea to start a kind of tradition on this channel where I go through all the videos and projects that I made on the past year and talk about them pretty candidly. I mean, in general, it's been a pretty big year for me content-wise. I've dropped a couple big projects, I've worked on a bunch of big projects in the background, and I thought it'd be fun to just go back and look at all the stuff that I've made and talk about them pretty honestly. Video-wise, I started off the year with the Far Cry video. What's up, bitch?
Why do I hear screaming? Oh, was JCC
Go long.
really that bad?
Okay, can you get your fucking dumpy out of my face? Which I feel pretty good about. I just have a shameless love for the Far Cry games, and I think Dizzy is really funny, and so I thought it'd be fun if I used all of my like 9+ hours of footage and like compiled it all into like a mega compilation of like highlight style edits, and I was pretty happy with it. I was kind of figuring out my editing style during it because I had never really worked on a project like that before. I've mainly worked on like 10-minute videos, like small stuff. But in general, I'm still pretty proud of that video. There's definitely some things I would have changed and some edits I wouldn't have made. But in general, I still feel pretty fondly about that video. And I'm pretty happy about like where it stands in regards to my other stuff. And it was a pretty big project for me. It took me about a month to make of me editing at 1.9 hours straight. After that, I took a bit of a break, and then I realized that I had like a bunch of footage of me and Dizzy playing Portal 2, which is a game that's like perfect for like jokey style videos and stuff because it's just locking two people in a room and trying to figure out like stupid shit.
Make 2,000% from gambling. Be painless 100%. You're the man.
Joker, it's okay if I say,
But Batman, you're neglecting the social issues at hand.
I wonder how I function on like a day-to-day basis at points.
No one's proud of you.
What the fuck? I'm proud of me. What does that count?
No. No.
No! If you don't believe me, get the fuck out!
Want it in?
Fuck you, man! It took me a while to make, I'm gonna be honest. It took me about 7 months in total to put it all together. It's 57 minutes long, which is crazy to me still, but during it I had to take some breaks because I was working on it a lot, and if I developed like a bad relationship with it, I would have ended up hating the video. And so during it I worked on some smaller stuff. I got really into 100 gex for a couple weeks, and I decided it would be funny to make a video pretending like they were the greatest thing I'd ever heard when I just think they're pretty good. Oh, it's just not my taste. I can understand and respect the fact that they do put care and effort into their projects. It's just that I enjoy more accessible music without having peaking instruments every other song. If you enjoy it, that's fine. I just personally don't care for it. I mean, as my favorite philosopher Logic once said, who can relate? Woo! I'm gonna fucking tell them that if you don't shut the fuck up, I swear to fucking God. 100 gex. And it did pretty alright, and people seemed to resonate with it, and they found it pretty funny, and that was cool to me. It's definitely not the style of video I want to keep on making like in the future, but in general I still like that video. It's just not really something I'm like super proud about. So I went through like a minor health thing, and so I was stuck at home and I had nothing else to do, so I was like, I'm gonna finish this Portal video, and I did, and it was really cool. It was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a half an hour long, man. I commissioned a thumbnail for it, which I still love. The artist is like super talented, and so that was cool. In general, that was a pretty big step for me when it comes to like finding my style that I wanted to go for when it comes to like highlight type videos, which was cool to me. Not enough people have seen it, which if you haven't seen it, go watch it because it's my baby and I love it, and every single second had like care and thought put into. But in general, I'm still very happy with it. But putting all that aside, I'm still very happy with what turned out to be my content rollout for the year. I think it was pretty solid, and I mean, considering the fact that I work full-time, it's kind of hard to find time to make consistent stuff, so I figured I'd put more effort into like bigger projects that I can work on over time. Setting all that aside, I also put a lot of effort into my second channel this year, which has been honestly pretty rewarding as of recently. And every time I played a game throughout the year with someone else, I knew to record it because I knew that there would be something there that I could at least rewatch and enjoy. And also the second channel is where I started doing the mini series of mine where I like the director's cut of my videos where I go through and I will explain them from like an artur's perspective. I'll get really fucked up and I'll rewatch the videos and I'll pretend, one of them I pretended like I had never seen it before. Quick. Is that a gay person? Oh, what the fuck? A fucking gay guy made this? Dude, a fucking gay guy made this? And the other one was from my perspective as like the artist, and I like over explained every single joke. I would pause every frame and like explain even like a side comment I would make. Something else. Long time no saw. Long time no saw because long time no see saw. You get the picture.
Wait, the word is like see, but so.
Like what he's saying. Oh, he should be here doing this instead of me. God, he's so good at this.
Oh my god, that's a funny joke.
It is a funny joke.
Fucking hell.
And that's funny to me. I don't care. And that is a series I want to continue on the second channel. I need to make a playlist for that on the main channel so people can find it easier, so it's not just lost in the sauce on the second channel. But I'm gonna finish the one for Far Cry, and then I'm gonna start working on the Portal one, blah 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 blah. And I mean, in general, I've honestly have been working non-stop on stuff throughout the whole year. A lot of it behind the scenes. A lot of it is stuff that people have not seen, but stuff that I'm very happy with and stuff that I'm passionate about. I'm going to talk about music for a bit, so I'm going to put like a time code on the screen if you don't want to hear about that shit, because it is boring. But I'm pretty happy with the progress I made this year when it comes to music and my sound and the stuff I want to do with that. I don't talk about it a whole lot on here because I kind of want it to be separate, because it is tonally very different from the stuff I do on here, but it is still something I work on. It's still something I want to talk about and share with people. In general, when it comes to the album, I have it pretty much fully written. I have about 5 demos made for the songs. I have all the instrumentals picked out. I have all the like creative choices I want for it pretty much ironed out. It's just the execution, which is lengthy and pretty exhausting at times, but it is still something I care about, and it's still something that I want to continue working on in the future, and something that I really think I can release next year. I also started a third channel, which I guess I'm gonna put in the description here. I'm still growing into it, so don't feel any pressure into like subscribing to it immediately or anything like that. It's still something that I'm figuring out, because as I'm shifting my content focus, I'm gonna probably be uploading more of the highlight stuff to the second channel or the third channel, and I want everything on here to either be like long form like highlight or scripted, which is something I'm gonna get into next. I have a video I'm working on right now, and it's about Wolfenstein in the series and how I feel it's fallen from grace, and the very interesting ways I feel it has fallen off, because I have a lot of passion for each of the games in the series. I put an ungodly amount of hours into them, and I think it's a pretty interesting topic. I'm writing the script right now, and it's about 1/4 of the way done, and it's already about 2,500 words, and it's probably going to end up being around 40 minutes long, so look forward to that. And I already have like the what the visuals and editing style is going to be like. Bro thinks he's power cynical, but in general, I'm leaving this year with a pretty positive feeling about this stuff. I've worked pretty hard, and I've gotten a pretty decent turnover with a lot of stuff. I've had a healthy relationship with streaming. I haven't done it too much or too little. It's pretty much just for me when I want to chill out, whereas before it would be like a thing that I would mandate for myself to do every day for an hour, hour and a half, and that is draining, especially when I was like a teenager. And even if I'm not pulling what I used to pull, it's still something that is very rewarding for me to, you know, do. I have a lot of big plans for the big channel besides just the Wolfenstein video. I'm going to be working on a highlight type video about the game A Way Out, where it's just Uncharted but 2 players, but it's very silly, and me and Dizzy found it very funny. And I mean, in general, I just have a very positive feeling about the next year's rollout and what I'm planning and what I have planned and what I have worked on already. So buckle up. This year's going to be pretty crazy for me, and I think if you stick around, you'll be pretty surprised. Well, that's all for 2023. I look forward to seeing you guys next year and seeing what I can get up to. And in general, I just want to have a bunch of good vibes for the end of the year, you know? So stick around. But I'm gonna leave now. Cause you did like rudely, I was just trying to chill and you like rudely interrupted me. So I'm gonna head out. So, you know, happy New Year, Christmas.